It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Dak going to put it up right away. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Dak can throw it here on first down.
Oh.
And down the field, it's Ferguson. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb.
Let's go.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. He pulls it in around the 5. And a big collision there, down near the goal line, keeps him out of the end zone.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it.
Let's go.
Well, it's pretty clear early in this game, the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on fourth down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4.
Almost muscled it.
Here's 2nd and 6. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On play action, here's Dak. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. Sensational return. They drag him down inside the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now a give to Barkley, running right. He is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think? Where are you think? Here we go, 54.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. That's to Ferguson once again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
The open man is Tolbert, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Kill. What do you think?
Play action now. Prescott. That one intercepted. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this distance. Touchdown, Eagles.
Yeah, good D. Way to Ready to keep your eye on the ball.
Defense loves more
Boy, they
Greg
keep
than
the-
the opportunity to stop the team, but turn him back around the
That
other
was a
way.
good look. That was a good sack.
Yeah,
Kept his eye on the
defense just
ball.
loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is
Yeah.
special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Yeah, you didn't like that. I hear you. I hear you. That'd piss me off too. Shit.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Avante Turpin on the return. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. That's down the field for Lamb.
No, sir. No, sir.
On through the contact.
No, sir.
It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet
No,
it just
sir.
as the ball was arriving.
Tired of that
And
shit.
it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10.
Give it up.
Pinballs around, but it is.
He's just throwing shit now.
He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. 3rd down coming up.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated.
Give it up. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I smell it, boy. I smell it. Shit.
This is where an offensive
Smell it in hell. It didn't tell it. I told you.
They're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. He's going to air this one out looking
Ooh.
for Johnson.
Got lucky, dude.
Pretty clear coming into this game. that
Boy,
this
you got
offense
lucky.
had a
Say that again.
advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor. And
I mean, you know, they tried it. Nobody can stop it. You know.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down.
I mean, it's not surprising to me that somebody would say that shit, especially Green Bay.
He stopped a little short of the 1st down mark,
Huh?
but it is a pickup of 9.
Nah, I'm a Raiders fan.
we used to say this is day 1 install.
Yeah.
Every single offense in the NFL has this
It
sort of
really
role,
don't bother me,
especially
shit.
for the tight end position. And
Yeah.
depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end,
Nah,
sometimes
I'm from
it can lead
Kansas
to
City,
some of
man.
the biggest gains.
And they'll throw here with
That's
Hurts.
right.
That one's
That's right. That's right here. I hear that all the time.
And they'll move this
Uh,
ball way down into the red zone,
Uh,
inside the 20-yard line.
I mean, I rep KC all day, but I don't rep the
Really
Chiefs. I
like
rep Kansas
this
City.
game plan, right? The strategy
You know what
on
I'm saying?
3rd and
So,
short so often is okay.
you really
just
don't
get
need it.
enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out,
Okay, okay.
everything short, get a fresh
What?
start. They're saying
Ace
defense is
down?
gonna pack it in close.
Now, that's
They're protecting
weird.
the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And he
Can't fuck with that boy. That boy right there tough.
Saquon
He tough, bro.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of
Yes,
the
sir.
afternoon.
Probably the best.
You hear coaches,
I
you
think
hear
he's going to be
commentators,
one of the
everybody talks about
last of the
middle four,
best
Mike, the final 2 minutes of the
that
second
you'll
quarter
see in a long
and the
time.
First 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are.
You ain't
now.
gonna
They
see
go down
nothing
and
like
they
Saquon
steal
again.
A late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Elliott on now. for
On his
PAT.
head. Are you all right? Do your thing.
He's got it. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Final 9 seconds.
Nothing
of
until
this
they get a
half,
quarterback.
And the kick is away.
No.
On the return, here's
Oh,
a
they
try.
went and picked up Geno? No, we definitely don't need him.
They finally get him down.
He was cool in Seattle.
Close to the
I'm
40-yard
cool
line.
without him. Shit, I don't need him. Nah, we good. I'd rather for you had went to
Start this
grab one
with
from
a
out of
green
college.
tight end look.
Shit. And go from there. Yeah, I'll take Shador.
Play action. It's Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff.
No, I'm not a piece of shit.
Let's call him Junior.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
You flush your nasty kids down the toilet, nigga.
My kids just don't see it. But your son,
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley.
Ooh,
He'll take this for about a
did?
yard at best. Paris Leofau. They're on
Nah, I didn't hear about it.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it here with Saquon.
Come on, Saquon, just stiff arm me and saw.
Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
I don't know nothing about it. Yeah.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts.
See you. See you, baby. Let's go. Come on.
Inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
It's the Dallas I know. Shit. You're right. You got to be smart.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. He'll get him behind his
You got him confused, babe.
There on the tackle.
You can be. I took the wind out of you after that little play. Shoot.
We'll
give it up.
Gun, here's Hurts.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And he's in.
It's up. Okay, cool. Nice try. Nice try.
What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play.
These niggas be mad. Huh? So, I sacked this quarterback, right? So when I sacked him, he fumbled the ball. Oh, well, no, it's really kind of like how you try to throw the ball, so it's kind of like an incomplete pass. But my lineman came out of nowhere and caught that sucker and ran 45 yards for the touchdown. You didn't hear him screaming, no! Like, oh, yeah, I get that. Get that. That's your speaker? What you got going on? Oh. That's your speaker? That's your phone? That's a good surround sound on that thing. That sound like it's coming from that speaker right there. Huh.
Keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood. Motivation on top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em glow, stop overthinking these can't with you. Get 'em glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me out.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love.
Now this motherfucker when you got
the
this.
best cheesesteak made in this country, and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field.
You gotta get him now.
Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Philadelphia. On the return, Britton Covey. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hey, 73. No touch.
Hurts comes out throwing. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's...
Yeah, because I didn't see that.
First
Lucky
down.
pass. Lucky pass.
Hurts now from the gun. It's Dotson on the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Phil King. 63.
Hurts throwing again. Buying some time right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. He puts some power on a deep one left. It connects on the deep shot.
I fucked that up.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a
Yeah, I
great
missed
start
that.
to
That
win
was
this
an
ball
intercept.
game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
26.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Josh Sweat making the stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11.
Oh, wow, the kick.
Intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it off. And the Eagles take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. He'll get this one to Brown. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Go Silver, ready?
Throwing here, Hurts. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. How about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
Crowd left, Yanni. Yanni. Hey, Silver. Crowd left, Yanni.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by TJ Reed. And the Jets will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. He breaks the tackle. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Darius Slay with the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They go right back to Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Jets take their first time out. Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. Looking for a target. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Cooper DeJean with the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Hall once more. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Cooper DeJean need to pick it up. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Just cheese.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Great. Set. 73. Crowd left, Yanni. Crowd left, Yanni.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Able to get it to Barkley. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 1st down, Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Barkley's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Working quickly here. First down throwing for Hurts. Escapes out to the left.
That's a fumble.
Pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Got a man. Uzomah has it. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Chuck Clark.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown.
Hey.
The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Wangu now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. And he's dropping back to throw, and you know this feeling. It's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
I'm a brokey right now. I'm not even broke. My pockets are empty.
Here's Hurts.
So you didn't have the whole entire rack.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets get the football back with minimal time to go in the half. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10.
Throwing
deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete, so the clock shows 10 seconds left.
That is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
He sends this one to the end zone. And this one Hurts had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A dropped touchdown in the end zone. That's the toughest part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Throwing it just before halftime. Stays in the pocket. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. Flushed out now to his left. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down.
One thing you learn about NFL halftimes, Kate, is they're a lot quicker than the college game. You got to make your adjustments in a hurry, and boy, has this defense. Back-to-back sacks, setting up what could be a very quick 3-and-out, and an early boost in the second half.
It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. They start the half with a give to Hall. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Vaughn with the tackle. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
The Jets take their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They'll go for it. Rodgers. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field. That's exactly what they did.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I love throwing up 1st downs. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hurts looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He's on the move. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it again. And he's tackled for a short gain. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 19. On the move, headed right. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
I didn't get me going off. Shit.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now Hurts. Getting out to his left. Hits him on the in route. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and three-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over until it's over. That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Play fake, it's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles have it after forcing his fourth INT of the day. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their fourth interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. One interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing four, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's 2nd and 11. He's on the move. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles feeling good with a 14-point advantage. All set up now for 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Trying to set this up quick. They kick the running back in motion. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Buys time, rolling right. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
It's all set for the kickoff.
What's they got to do so quick?
Wangu now to return. And he doesn't get very far on the return, just beyond the 5-yard line.
What did you say?
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Sorry yourself, man.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Rodgers here on the play action. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh, no.
Oh, come on. This is trash. This score. Lord. Come on.
After that interception, wow, they took it all
Look at Rodgers look like doo-doo.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to
And
life.
this motherfucker be on today. You know what, dude? I'm wrong with that guy reading your monkeys. You
all the
so
time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block, and then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Taken in by Smith. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Well, they don't need points anymore, Blunt,
what
but
do you
can
got?
they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal.
come on.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Intercepted in the end zone. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets will gain possession up beyond their own 20 after a nice return.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for them. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down throw by Rodgers. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this was incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, this will actively age a coach on the sidelines. Wrinkles and gray hair, all of it. All the planning, a great play, and careful execution led to that. And it was dropped to the turf.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So beneath the chorus of fly, Eagles fly. It's a win for the Eagles. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.
This is highly recommended. This for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here with the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen them thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights that come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me. The numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers. Want to pick at a litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters. Call them silverback gorillas going 8-8. And you know know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime. Yeah, this is the big ticket. Coach at Comptown. I'm talking that King Richard. Just like a movie, I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas. I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark, we all bite.
You gambling with your life? Let's roll the dice.
Don't be surprised if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
Legendary. Open them wide. And if I pull up with a few, we can arrange that. Jumping out of the blue. You know that. All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Hip-hop took this globe.
We done did it.
Wanna see a mogul? We showing you how to pivot. Got this from DMC. Let's run with it. Took the fundamentals and having some fun with it.
These songs, King Kong, my team strong. Godzilla set fire to whatever I breathe on. Got the killers in choir all singing my theme song.
I could never do this alone. Still Dre, still on top, still got it. The Sonic still iconic, they still product. I seen the money coming, I showed you that I'm a prophet.
And I'm riding shotgun in case it get out of pocket. Why you wanna press the issue? You need to stop and keep a lawyer on retainer for depositions and dockets. Back to the topic in case you forgot it. Anonymous head, Bob and Davey, keep that pocket front.
Baby, I'm just trying to get
Legendary.
open them wide.
Sounding like
Mind if I pull up with a few?
we can arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know that.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Last one.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome everyone to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off from Baltimore. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he's chased all the way to the sideline and out of bounds near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10 now. Complete Derrick Henry. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. First down, here's Lamar. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They motion Bateman over right. Shotgun snap to Jackson.
Dang.
Going deep to the left
Get up.
side. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen.
Yeah.
You're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Jackson now on third. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Lamar off the play fake. That one's incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And again, it's Jackson. It is Cup, left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll run here with Henry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Oh, no touchdown, it's intercepted! Azeez Al-Shire has it. And the Texans get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if they somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Here's Stroud. Has his man. It's Mixon. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. A give to Mixon up the middle. This is ahead for about 5. Give that tackle to Broderick Washington. First down play.
I swear to God, dude. I promise, dude. I swear I think you fucking with me.
Derby, but you know what? Talk to managers.
God,
Small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down. Keeping it with Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he gets him around 6 there. Coming in for the stop was Michael Pierce. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. And it's the Texans, who have 2nd and 4.
Fuck.
From the gun, Stroud. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big plays. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. First down throw for Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And they've got themselves another first and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. A toss now to Henry. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Play fake, Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throwing on the run, deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now the Ravens offense staying put. Look at this. They're going for 2. Play action now with Jackson. Rolling out to his left. And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half, but they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Return coming from the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break.
Oh, the fucking ball.
The defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Well, they're going to get great field position out of this. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Running it after the penalty. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. It's mixed in on second down. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Working quickly here. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. On the ground again with Mixon. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Rolling left, buying some time. He's got a man left. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Third down, Mixon gets it. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get, it's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you've got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Back to throw it. As that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So after that, we'll change the ends of the field and change offenses. They'll take over when we begin the 4th. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that run.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Defense with an excellent opportunity and a stop here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Come check out my food.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Looking to throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Texans trail by 6. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Texans find a way to tie it late. Tank Dell the touchdown. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans take the lead on that successful kick. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Trying to push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Taken away by the rookie from USC. And the Texans make the play that should win them this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Here we go.
Again, this is Mixon. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves him with 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long. The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. And the punt team downs this one just inside
That's
the
so
40.
fucked up. Oh, that is so much better.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot.
You gotta catch that, boy.
But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Caught by Flowers. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Lamar out of the pistol. Vacates quickly left side. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Texans make the play that should win them.
No, you don't, Lamar.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Going right side, Nixon with it. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game.
Let's get this over with.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Already.
Running it with Mixon. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. So the Texans come away with the road win.
76
and it
is a
still
big
shows
win.
up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they score 50 or they have a rough day putting points on the board.
They get it done, man.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Baltimore.
Damn, my percentage is still bad. Damn.
Back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out.
What time is it? Oh, never mind. Game is on.